Hello and welcome to La Coronella Pro by erShaba. Yeah, this is me going in, as you can see, because you wouldn't get the character creation screen unless I'm doing this. Although, as I said last time, you could employ trickery to do this. Really, you could. The real thing is the fact that I'm putting on 0.5 because we are going into the map for the first time, which I'll also prove by a second method. And again, you can see me moving the mouse and everything, so it is difficult to clip this together, really. And I've played for less than 1 minute. It always starts on 1 year. Now then, what is the settings? It is a start from scratch, but it's the pro version. So we've got, yeah, we don't want that off. I've got it on 0.5 now, just while we're talking. Yeah, 1 day seasons, so three, yeah, so it's the 1 day per month, so that's 12 months, which is 3 day seasons, really. Settings is I'm going to go to slow, and fuel usage I'm going to go to normal. I'm going to knock this down to my standard settings that I always have, yeah, tried and tested. I always keep saying the same things every single time. Right, and is there anything else? The other thing is courseplay that I often forget, the repair settings. Yeah, that's it, smashing. I'm going to save the game as a baseline so that if anything went wrong in the first session, I can roll it straight back to here. Now then, we do actually start with, we don't have any land, it is a start from scratch, but it is a little bit out of the ordinary. You will see that there is plenty of equipment scattered all over the map. Yeah, some nice tractors, and yeah, a big one as well. 4 tractors we start with. No lands, as you can see, nothing, no blue of ownership on any of the fields, because this is a start from scratch. It's hard economy, as you've seen, and we're starting in August, so we have got a bit of a leg up, really, but we have got no money, and the price is, it's good priced fields and everything, so it's not that cheap to actually do anything. So what am I doing? Well, I am, first of all, as I always do, I am repaying the loan because I hate it. So we really have only got 300,000, but we haven't really, we have got a lot of equipment that is worth quite a lot of cash. So we could legitimately sell it, but I don't really want to throw that back. Although there are some pieces of equipment I would never use on any Let's Play, so those ones I would willingly, but if I was going to get rid of them, no, I am going to. I will get rid of, and I would like to buy this, and I do love the fact that erShaba on this map hasn't destroyed it like on the Old Farm Countryside. It actually remains intact, which that is a little bit special, because last time it really was all gone. So I like this. This is the way that I've always thought start from scratch should be done. You're building up from nothing, not like you've been given this. You've got to work up to it. You've been given a real tough fighting chance. But this, well, you've got the equipment. You've been given a bit of a leg up. We might be an itinerant farmer with no place, but everything's still intact. So with that being in mind, that is, now this is the field I think we would choose if we're going into grass, but we don't necessarily know that we are going into that. So what is in the sales today? Ooh, now that's interesting. 350 horsepower. That's a decent front box as well, which does both of those, which makes a change, although to be honest, I wouldn't be doing those. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to, like, based upon what we've just seen, that would be nice to have, to be honest. Is that the mega? Is that the one by, this is the standard one, but it's not. Yeah, I normally go now, which is a thing that I didn't sort of think of earlier, normally go for the mulcher on the Ridiculous Dominic's plough, so I don't really need the mulcher. So a roller, a proper roller, is actually what we need, and that's a monster. We have got, I think, the fence 2968 would manage it, even if it was a little bit of a struggle. So we could swap them for very little gain on ourselves. 160, 387, 10 ton one for 160. Would we be worth swapping what we've got, which is a 374 horsepower, almost the same? We'd only be saving 40 odd grand and we get a slight amount of difference. But you know, it's rare that I have the New Holland harvester, so I think we're going to stick to that. Yeah. So then, I'm not going to faff around, but I am I think we're going to start straight away, so I'm going to give myself a fighting chance if that's the case. I would like to move to the farm, but I am going to sell that. And these, and we're going to keep the grape technology, keep the harvester headers, and I'm going to sell that one as well. I think if we would, we'll buy a bigger one, if we were, or lease a bigger one. The leveler, we're not going to use this kind of thing. I will use the Omatana. I'm going to keep those, although I'm not sure I'm going to do it. Ooh, I didn't realise we'd actually got that, and that does all of that. So I didn't realise we've actually got a water tank. I bought one earlier when I did a run through it. I wasn't very happy with it, so I'm having another go. And obviously the sails are completely unique every single time. And the stone picker, if I'm going to have one, I'm going to go for the biggie. Silo compaction we won't need because we'll be using the Omatana. I'm going to keep the cedar, but bearing in mind what we've just seen, I am going to sell that one. And that one, and now we're going to buy that one, and no, we'll go for a standard. I can get one for cheaper, the MX pack, 2.2 tons, 2.2 ton limit, yeah, and very light. In fact, it's lighter than that because it's more of a plasticky type thing. So yeah, we know what we've got. That's made us 532,000 without the loan. So we do need to buy fields. And I know, being as I'd like to come to the farm, and also grass start is a great place to be to begin with, then we will buy that field. Yeah, because we can. Yeah, it's the thing is with a grass field, it's ready to harvest. It's not at third growth stage, but we are going to crack on with this one. So, bottom line is, we have, yeah, this time a completely different start to my normal. We've got four of these, 175 horsepower, 171, and a 305 horsepower. Now, it is a little bit of a hilly map, but not terrible. 305, and of course the biggie, which I think is 296. So actually, strangely enough, that is slightly bigger than the Fendt, but I think the Fendt will probably be able to be upgraded. So we've got no headers for our harvester, then we've got no harvest to actually take. We've got obviously the roll of the cedar and those two miscellaneous things. We do need to replace them with a few bits and bobs though, so straight away. I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. We don't need the liquid tanker because we've got one already. We will need a fertilizer stroke limer. It's a given really, going forwards this probably is a given. With the superpower of this being its liming ability, I will definitely have that. I've got a cedar, we don't need anything like that. We haven't got a trailer, so am I going to go for the TPS or no? I actually would like to go something a little bit different. Buy Holes FS. There's a modder that I am a massive fan of, really. I didn't realise how much of Holes's work that I actually do like. It was only recently that it really came to my attention that an awful lot of the stuff that I really like is often made by Holes FS. So yeah, yeah, we've got two front loaders. We do want a trailer because we've got rid of those. I'm going to go for the 30 ton of the Omatana because it's a good all-rounder. Not going to go massive straight away, or do we? Do we do 70 tonner straight away? It's double the price, but it is big, and I would eventually probably be what I sought. So let's do it. Let's go for, probably would be the Mass is the biggest. Fantastic. So we replace the trailer with my favourite, towable thing. We do want a plough, and we do want to switch the mulching on. Yeah, sorry, apologies. Yes, so amazingly priced, really. And we've actually got the horsepower to use it straight. Although, like many of the ploughs, that kind of ripper plough, you can use it with lower horsepower. You just won't actually do terribly well. Yeah, I mean, you'll be slower, should I say. No, we need mowers if we're going to do that, and we're going to need... So then I'm going to go for... I think we're going to go for the bar mowers. I'm going to make them a pretty colour. There's a lovely purple I used to do, metallic purple, really nice. A little bit lighter than that, I think. A little bit lighter. Let's try that. Yeah, that'll do. We're going to go to... Yeah, it's a big field. Yeah, we'll use the two small ones. We are going to need a windrower. Are we going to go cheap to begin with, in the hope that eventually we get a random one on the sales? I don't think that's too bad a thing. So we all go for my absolute beaut of a Russell mash that is probably... We'll keep it red. And we do... How are we going to do the... We've not got a baler as per yet. This is why I really like the sales. Because it sort of takes the decision of you choosing your favourite or thinking like that away. We could go inexpensive... We could go loose. Do we go like for... No, we don't want to go too... Yeah, the trouble is with the 16. I mean, there is the beautiful... That's not the Cargos. It is the... This here is fantastic, but it takes an age to unload. It is brilliant. It really is a cracking price. It just really does take a long while to unload. Oh, that is true. Oh, we could do that, and it doesn't then need the... That's true. I've always wanted to try this. It's a little bit smaller than the Omatana one, but then it's got a built-in... It has. We're going to go for that. Rear hitch. So you could actually... Why would you want to do a rear hitch? I don't know. It's, yeah. What's forage standard? No. We just want standard. Yeah, we will buy that. We don't really need our windrower now, do we? We can just leave things as is. Yeah, I've always wanted to try that. So let's have a quick look down at the shop, because I'd imagine the car park's getting pretty full, really. We need to visit. Right, so we've got our two mowers. I've got a windrower we no longer need because we didn't realise, but it would be useful for other things, perhaps. Can't say that it will. The plough, fantastic, my favourite. Another, even though it's only across the road, fertiliser stroke limer, a massive Dalbo. Is there anything? Weights. We did get rid of the weights. Let's get those back. Now I've looked through the weights. A field scanner. I think we're going to lease it to begin with. Although, no, yeah, because it's surprising how all of a sudden soon everything goes out of kilter and you think you're doing well, and then all of a sudden you're not. So I think we'll get the L65, which we're going to lease, and we'll probably do that straight away. Now we want weights. And I'm going to go for my favourite, which is the Keeler one by Keeler Modding. I like this lizard rear weight. It's alright if you're going to go for a big solution, but the Keeler Mods one is fantastic for being both reasonable, got a tiny work light, 3-point pass-through weight, which you can also try to think, who is it likely to need it? We're just going to buy it grey to begin with and we'll colour it. Fantastic. So I think the one weight of that kind of magnitude is enough. Now we've got a front loader. Did we? I think we sold all of our tools, didn't we? So we want front loader tools. Alright, we're going to go for the big backhander. It's a good wide use type device. So I think we'll go for that to begin with. I think it's this way. Yeah. And we've got the weights, which will do for that. We've got no telehandler or anything like that. Just look through this to see what we're going to need. If I can, anything that rings a bell that we missed, or that we need, or forage wagon. Yeah, we've got. I've never had that one before either. We've got a fertiliser stroke limer, got a plough, roller, seeder. Not got a sprayer, but the hardy pack usually appears very quickly. Got a trailer, got the tools that we need for our front loader. Don't need a tedder. We're going to use a production. We don't need a stone picker yet, so we will leave that off for now. We don't need a windrow, but we've got one anyway. We just, again, we're on a grass field at the beginning, so we're down to 236,606. Being as we have, yeah, I am going to, for a little while, keep a no, I think we're going to stick, yeah, not stupendous generators. I don't want it to be said that you're relying on generators. That's what did it for you, because I want to start straight away. I do. So we're going to have 3 generators. The Bernie, the Bernie wind generator. We're going to have 3 of them. Wind generators, and that is it. That's the full amount. They're not overpowering, to be honest. They're quite little tiny tick ups. There can be as much as about 4 grand, but usually they can be as little as 700 or something like that. Yeah, we are on euros. So are we about to start? No, productions. Let's do this first. Yeah. If they're supported on the map, we will allow leasing. Bank loans are always on all of my Let's Plays. Frowned upon, but you can do them if you have got a bridging loan and you need a piece of equipment that you don't want to lose in the sales, but only if you've got a bridging loan. It's tough if you've not got the money and a good deal comes along. The bank manager's going to say no. Wink, wink. Right then, so we'll be roughly halfway in the field, which is roughly where the kidney just goes in, but this will not go in all of those places. So I think the closest we can do it is probably, but we're going to lose a touch of field. I realise that. I am prepared for that. I want to go in the middle because it's then an equal distance to take our grass to, basically. I'm going to put the decoration, others. We're going to stick the fantastic great by Thalva. Now let's go a little bit lower so we can actually see what we're doing. Now I think this could really do with a slightly bigger one. No, that's too big. It is. This is about, yeah, the sort of right size. Stick that level with that, I think. Fantastic. It looks realistic. We're going to need a tap. We will use it. Yeah, I've discovered the last few days that there's a perfect place for this if it's in the right rotation. Maybe by design, maybe just a bit of a fluke. But if you stick this, doesn't interfere with anything. If you stick that just, it does normally. I think it's the angle I'm at. Yeah, no, it's just there. If you stick that there, just to the left, you're not going to get in the way. You're not going to get in the way of the fill or anything else. And you've now got the tap. Let's count. What painting have we got? Have we got my favourite? No, we haven't. We have not. That might actually do. Just like to show it a little bit. Right, I think that's all we need to start, really. I do. So, Courseplay will be used. We will grab these locked down. I'm going to bring you back in when I've brought the tractors down here, and we'll get the mowers onto the thing. I'm going to create the courses, double course for that with the 2 smaller tractors. And oh, that is the point actually. I don't think we're going to start now. I don't think the grass is 3rd growth stage. But if that is the case, it could mean that we can scan it and we could also lime and fertilise it. So, do you know, we're going to get cracking. Yeah, I'm going to bring a couple of tractors down, or maybe all of the tractors down, and then we're going to get cracking with like scanning the fields and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right. There's a little bit of instability, and basically it crashed the game, so I'm right back to at this point. I'm so glad that I hit save early on. Yeah, so we should should see the same things that we saw already, basically. So what I'm going to do is, now that I'm just going to just give this little clip, obviously you can see that we're right back to where we were at the beginning. I'm going to literally catch up and buy everything we've had and sell everything we've literally sold already, but I don't want to do that again. The one thing I am going to do differently is the windrow. We don't need the windrow, so I'm not going to buy the windrow this time. So I wanted to add this so you can see why. Then we're going to crack on and get some work done and buy the same fields, blah blah blah. So I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Right, I think I've done everything. I've not got some of them up here, and I've got some of the purchases. I don't have to got everything, but yeah, we're going to scan the fields and lime and fertilise it before we move on. I'm not going to cut this till third growth stage, so I'm going to get the crystal and we're going to literally scan the field. So I'm going to do that now, and yeah, I'm going to tell this. I think so, because I'd like to get us to mow the grass in the first session if possible. That'd be really nice, so that we're actually working straight away. So I am going to... Oh, did I show you the settings? Did I show you... Because obviously this went wrong. So yeah, we're 15 minutes, which is about right. Euros, hard economy. Oh, we want to turn that up to real time now. Yeah, showed you all of those. Or if I didn't, then we are now. Yes, course play. We did the... Yeah, so that's it. That'll do. Right, so then yeah, I'm going to say my words. We're going to literally scan this, fertilise, lime it, and then hopefully get the mowing done on the first session. But we are going to go through till the grass is like literally third growth stage. So yeah, I'm not going to... Oh wow, that's only just wide enough. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. We're going to get as much work as possible. I've literally placed everything that I did before. I think there's probably a couple of... Oh, I haven't done the generators. No, I haven't actually. Thinking about it. I think one more, but it's quite long, so I might be wrong. Maybe two. Yeah, we'll just put... yeah, it does matter, because if we're going to do the generators and go forward, it's going to be so... that's typical. A little tiny sliver. Just take that straight back to the shop. And we will put the generators as we are passing. So, oh, it's an attack of the birds again. This is really, yeah, really unnerving. It is like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. There's something not quite right on the map for it to do that crash and burn, though. Something didn't like it. It obviously has only just been released. So, again, I'm only a doctor, as always, with erShaba's work. I've got the silage additive as well. I did buy that this time. So, yeah, again, erShaba. I don't know if I've actually put the... production generators, Bernie, and let's twizzle around so we can see what we're doing a little bit better this time. And 1, and 2, and 3. Fantastic. I think, let's save it. I think that's everything that we should need, so let's set that. Well, we should get the results back in a minute. We'll set the liming going. Yes, the only bad thing is obviously things are not the same. Yeah, the things you get in the cells. The very first time I did this, where I didn't like what actually happened, I got a fantastic set of equipment. Typically, when it matters, now like that we're doing this, we really haven't. A nice set of equipment. Right, so then, well, I mean, we've got a fantastic set of equipment in a way. We've got like a set that's obviously erShaba's. Ooh, it was a little bit naughty. It was. Right, so you should have. Yeah, no, it is the right course. Now, has this come back with the? Yes, it has. I can see the results. I can see what we have got. Got any of that? Go. Shift you off the field because you're going to get... Well, you shouldn't get clocked really, but yeah. Right, I'm saying my words. We know what we've got to do. We've got a lime, got a fertiliser. I bought a 5-ton one of the Lords fertiliser. Not sure. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I'm going to do this in the time lapse, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, it does make me wonder if this is not compatible with the map. It's not finding this, and it did have a bit of a funny turn. Now you can see it says start film, but it's not finding the point to actually drop this in. Oh, there's a lot of this blocked by objects. Wow, there's a lot of where they're running over each other. Gordon Bennett. Let's get this sorted. I'm going to do this manually. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do is, in all these instances where you do this, is there's only one way you can actually do it, and that's by coming out the map and coming back in again. So I'm going to do that. We're just going to finish the mowing and then we're going to get it. It's a fantastic bit of kit. It really is. So, yeah. Let's start right again, I think, by the look of it. So I'm going to go back into the time lapse. I just wanted to explain because I'm going to have to stop the cameras when we've done the grass, come back out and then come back in just to fix it so that it actually works again. Yeah, it'll not work again until we do that. So yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. figured it out. I'm coming up the time lapse a little early because, yeah, I'm nearly finished. I was thinking, how do I make this field work? And I was studying this. I thought there's only the two poles are in the way. I thought, it's a simple solution. We all know that the fields get split by if there's something that's like knots, like grass or anything that's in the way. And I thought, well, if I paint right behind where we can't really get with the mowers anyway, on both of those, it'll go around them. It's weird. Causeway didn't detect the island. It didn't detect the on simple or the other. It was left on by default, so it's not. It did the same on Court Farm as well. Court Farm was exactly the same. It could not detect those in the field that I had. I had one of the really large fields on Court Farms, and it didn't detect that on that either. So it must be the way that the map set it up. But by the loss, I was going to split the field in two. That was my first solution. I thought, oh, that's going to be messy. You're going to have two courses for one field. And I just had that eureka moment where I thought, hang on a minute. We can easily just paint like almost like bricks or something. The other thing I'm going to stipulate is I've put that I'm not going to pull any punches. I'm not any kind of thing that we can actually do. I'm going to do. I don't know whether this is going to look silly or not. This is what we're going to do. So that you could literally pull past it. Yeah, but I'm not going to come out into my fields. I'm going to have to buy proper production slabs. So there's no put in the BGA. There's no room for it. Even if I could, I will do it. I'm going to allow it, but I've got nowhere for it on the land that we've got at present. It's got to be able to fit, like where you can do it. So if we have to buy production slabs, we have to buy production slabs. So we'll have to rip that course up next time we do this. And bottom line is, it will see past this because this is not field. It won't see it as grass because it isn't grass. Just give it enough room just to be able to pull past it. I think that should work, really. So we've wasted a little bit of grass, but if that cures us having to go pot round and everything seeing it as not part of the field, I can live with that. This is a thing of beauty. I just hope it's stable. Yeah, because I've got to be honest, I've had this very trailer in its different forms go wrong, and I think it must have been on Fox Farms. I've got the 43 tonner. Has it done it? Oh no, it could be now. This time could be the fact that this is on the. Although no, that should have actually shown then if that was the case. Is it not crashed and burn again? Surely, because that's going to get old quickly. If this does crash and burn and it continues to do so, I'm going to give it. It could be somewhat on the map clashing with it, but I've had the same thing with the trailer section on this on Fox Farms, and I couldn't figure it out what it was because obviously trailers can't show you funny twitches like this thing does. So yeah, if it keeps on doing it like every session that we use it, then I will sell it back, but I'm going to give myself the top price and we'll have to go for a normal windrow. And it's a shame because it is a thing of beauty, but knowing that I've had the same problems with. I also had the same with the liquid tanker for a while. It needed to be pressed down. I used to dig holes in the ground to make it go low enough to detect the thing. So it could be the age-old problem that this particular tanker's had all along. But yeah, it could. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, load the game again. So I'm going to see you in a minute. Yeah, as soon as I'm back in this time, it shows again. So it really does prove that it really is that. I was in exactly the same place. No, I've got not really. I haven't got a solution. I really haven't. I think it is literally going to have to be if it keeps on doing it. Which, to be honest, this is the third time I've had to load the game. The other thing is, if you have a mod clash, you really have got to get out of the game completely. Just for those who don't know, if you have a mod clash like on that sort of proportion, you literally have just got to get out. Simple as. So then, let's just stick another load of water because this is quite small. It's a bit of a strange one, really. This one. It's been adapted, obviously. Now then, that is a point. How am I going to straddle this so that I can... It really was better to do it the way that I had arranged it. Where I'm sort of pulling off like this, but the rear end is just about on the... Smash it. See if we can hopefully get this field finished. It would be nice to say. If it goes wrong one more time on this session, though, that's it. It's a shame, because I've got to be honest, I really do like it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I've had the balers with these on before in the past, but they were all right. I never sort of loved them. I don't know what it is. This, I like the idea of this. This is fantastic. You can sort of really carve up a big field quite quickly. So I really do like it a lot. It's a fantastic idea. But if it does go wrong, I think it's just going to have to be a traditional windrower and either forage, or we're going to go with one of the cheap balers. We've got the low loader that will do fine. We've got front loaders, so I've got the weight system. We could quite easily just do a bit of manual baler. The trouble is, it does take a long time. That's why I like the idea of this. It's really smooth and nice, quite quick. And I do like the forage system, but I would just need a big windrower. And if you think about it, I didn't really think about this. Think of the size of this. It's a 16-metre windrower plus a forage wagon. If you work that out, how much that would be for both of those items, a 16-metre windrower, you're probably talking 100 grand on almost all sort of bits of kit. So really 55,000 for a 43 tonner as well is actually very, very reasonable. I never really thought of it, because I just thought it's a forage wagon. But then it's not just a forage wagon, is it? It's almost a it is a windrower too, which actually does then make this quite a fantastic bit of kit. Well, I mean, I say windrower in this. It is a windrower of sorts, isn't it? It's not windrowing as a windrower windrows, but it is. That's fulfilling that function. That's what I mean. A 16-metre windrower plus a forage wagon. That is quite formidable, really. Well, that's it. We managed to finish the field. It may be things like this trigger it, where it's working with something. Say the fill is quite quick, I've got to be honest. I'm quite impressed with that. Let's just empty that and see how much water we've got in while we're doing that. Actually, we have 65 tons. What are we going to need to do? We have 254, so we need 125 tons of this. It's a little slow on the unload, so it's going to take a few minutes to do that, to get up to 125 tons. This one doesn't let you do the trick where you do the erShaba's cracking, because you can say start filling and it will let you empty and then it will fill up again. This stops as soon as it reaches the top, so it's a little bit different. Yeah, start filling. As soon as it reaches the top, its fill rate is faster than its unload rate, which the erShaba's the other way around. It can unload far quicker than it can load, so therefore it always empties. So again, yet another secret thing of the erShaba's that really is quite special. Now that 94, that doesn't take you long, does it, if you're doing it like this though, where you like stopping, starting. It's quite amazing. But yeah, this has got a faster fill rate than it has unload rate, which I don't know which one I would say was more important. Really, I would say unload, to me personally. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to think of. Most of the time I wish to unload quickly, and I mean sometimes I suppose you can leave both jobs really. Well, you could leave one where you're either unloading or loading, sort of quickly, or one you could do more slowly than the other, so I'm not sure. Let's have a look. 114. So it should. Yeah, it's a slow unload rate. Then super duper speeds up and will really... Right, that's fantastic. Yeah, I wonder if this gets tripped up by being something else being on the trigger at the same time. Be interesting to do a test without that showing the trigger, although I think it tripped without that being on the trigger. Let's just move that off the trigger there in case it's something. I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to surmise. Just let that finish. Yeah, that is a little bit slow, but it's very fast to fill. It's, yeah. Right, let's move that off the trigger then. We will... Yeah, this will be the last cut anyway, really. So I will lime and fertilise over the winter. I will, yeah, just to get a bit of traction on the first sort of session, I will we'll do these processes. Yeah, that is a point actually. Yeah, there's a little bit more, isn't there? It's 140. So if we were 280, we could still manage to do that. Obviously, you've seen what I did. The digestate is distributing to the production shed. The production shed. Now, the one thing I'm hoping is that fertilizer is good on the map, because obviously that you go on that premise, and I really didn't study the map. I should have done, because if fertilizer isn't worth a lot, then obviously it's not the best thing to go into. Although I've not done the production shed for that. Although if we've not got a BGA, it really is a cracking start. Oh, brilliant. Oh, wow, the fertilizer. 5,070 selling. Whew. Yeah, so the price is what I would expect on a map. So we should get a goodly amount on this. That's fantastic. So then we will sleep through till the morning, and we shall see what we shall see. So we're at 175,217. They're on selling. Is a little bit into the morning, and we'll go 9 o'clock now, and then we're going to leave it in the morning. So not bad. First session, cut the fields. I just thought, I usually go through to obviously the next year, and I thought, well, why don't you just start? We've been given a leg up by erShaba, so why not? The income's terrible. For saying I've got 3 of those, that's really awful. That is nice. Unfortunately, it's a bit too pricey for us now. That's not the what? It's not a normal, is it? No, it's those specialised ones, which are all right, but we're not really playing the game in that way at the minute, so we shall say no to that. I'm going to leave it here. What we'll do next session is we will get through to the... Oh, it was a good little tickle though, wasn't it? Really? Thinking about it. Let's have a look what we've got left. Oh, yeah, the silage is obviously the interesting thing. Is there a production slab that we can actually do? 22 tons. So there's a 240. It's 37 tons of grass still to do. It didn't quite manage to do it all. And oh, that is going to be another tick up, massive tick up. So do we go through to the morning one more time, and then we'll do the rest of the winter? It'd be just interesting to see that business basically kick off, because it should be another good little earner. And what we will do, yeah, because it's been, I might split this into 2 sessions, but yeah, it's nice to do something a little different as well than just work, especially when you have mod clashes and things like that. I always find it puts a bit of a downer on a session. So yeah, so second growth stage you got up to, so we can, yeah, it'll die back in the winter. Is there anything? Multi-fruit harvester pack. So does that do more than multi-fruits? It doesn't actually show you in here what actually is what. Okay, well, 334,294. I would have thought that was pretty much it. Yeah, other than 190, so I think we'll switch that off and wait till next year. We should... Yeah, again, we will switch that off to 275 tonnes of silage, so that is phenomenal. Digestate has gone now, so that business is all sorted. And that is it. So that was the full extent of our businesses on hard economy. Yeah, that's the thing you've got to remember. So then let's just have a couple of minutes and see before we literally sign out. Is there any production slabs close by where we could stick something like a BGA? Let's have a look over there. That looks like that kind of thing. Anything else? That's the periphery, which is worth 5 million. I think we'll give that a miss. Is anything else? No, that is all the farmyard. I would like to buy that. That is, to me, topmost priority. 110. Let's go and have a quick look at those ones, which is right behind us, actually. Just have a quick look at these. Is this a good place for production? We could knock the shed down if we're allowed, that is, because we don't want it for that particular purpose, do we? Or is this? No, this was the bigger one, wasn't it? Although that is one. Again, this is the cheap one. If we straw, this is an animal thing. Basic food, pig foods, right, okay then, with special requirements. So we won't be buying this one. We could, however, buy the little one. Oh no, that's part of that field, which is 186,000. So let's go and have a look at that little plot that's just past this. Not saying we won't go into pigs, but, oh, this is special. I don't think you could possibly stick this. I'm not sure we're there yet. I think it's here. In which case it's one of those that we had on the old farm countryside. So I don't think you could squeeze a BGA in here as well. Although you could always look. I don't think. No, it'd ruin it. It really would. So it looks like then it would have to be land. What is 94? We visit it. What can we visit near there? Let's have a look. And it is straight ahead over there. Literally straight over there. It could again be another. It probably is most likely. No, it's that over there. What is? Oh, it is. It's animals again. Milk. Ah, milk. Yeah, these ones as well. The one that does the milk, which is quite interesting. I've never done that. We still could possibly just about squeeze a BGA here, actually. I wouldn't mind going into sheep, if it's not too expensive, of course. We didn't see how much, did we? I think we can afford that. Right, okay, let's see. Can we, if we sort of squeeze in a bit, get the BGA in here without it ruining the character of the place? Yeah, we've got the big... I don't think we can. Oh, is that shed hours or is that on the next? I think that's on the next one. Yeah, I don't think we can, but we'll... Yeah, I would say, let's just switch the... Oh. Yeah, I don't mind buying it anywhere, I really don't. It would be nice to go into animals quite quickly because it's not like we haven't got grass. So I'm not going to like sell it back or anything like that. I'm quite happy to keep that. Could you sell it? No, I don't want to. Or do we sell it for now and buy it? I really would like to. Well, let's first of all, let's stick these zone markers on and... Let's see, could we possibly stick the BGA? I mean, the other thing is that bit of wood thing there? I think it's too big. If anywhere, I am right. So it needs water. I think that would be in the way, and obviously there's no way you can avoid Is the... just have a look. Have a look on the map. I'm trying to work out exactly where its border is. Literally right to the edge of that field. Field 28. So you do own that bit of grass at the back. That there. This bit here we own as well. Strangely enough, yeah, we own the board all the way to that border there. On this is all ours. So I think we might stand a chance. We'd have to chop these trees down or hide them. I'd chop that tree down. It's not fair. If there's a way, you've got to do it properly, really. But let's just see. Could we stick that down without it being too silly? Or do we? No, it can't do anything with silage. That's the only thing. Yeah, the Cavalier Roy, fantastic production. This one here, the Farm Productions, is quite amazing. But again, it's not got a solution for silage. No, it's not. It's not. Even though it looks a little bit like a BGA, it isn't a BGA. So then. Pallets. Let's have a look at the... see if there's anything on this that we can do, because there's an awful lot on here. TMR, compost master, seeds, fertilizer, so that it's got it. Yeah, wow. Yogurt, soy, ketchup, tomato juice, artisan bakery. Right, okay. Fantastic. Now then. It would fit on there, although it would be a little bit cheeky, because it does actually do some damage to the field. Yeah, it does. So that's a no. I'm going to be strict on this, I am. Yeah, and likewise, it literally is a no. If we owned this field here, or that other field, we could literally, yeah, the one where that had the building on it as well, which was... yeah, so this is something we're going to do, definitely, and it really isn't going to cost us too much. Obviously, we've got no grass, although we could buy hay, really, for over the winter. So we could. 320 animals. Wow, yeah, let's switch that zone marker off again. Well, we've got our second business then. The BGA, we will see what we can do, really. Yeah. Just have a look at those two fields now that we're back in where we are. So there is the field. Is that? No, it's on the back of one of these fields. Hang on a minute. I think we do own that. We do. We go right up to field 29. That shed is ours. Fantastic. We may have to hide that, because I think it'll be classed as an object. I would have it removed. Right, fantastic. And I think it will go in there. I do. Let's have a go. That would be, yeah, I think it will. I don't think it's going to be a too bad a thing either. No, I think that's going to work quite nice. Let's just look behind. It does have a bit of a skirt at the back. Now for that, I really, not much I can do about. It's the one at the front taking liberties that I really, yeah, it's a shame that the game's, although I have got that mod on that allows, so I suppose it really is my foot in a way. But if we do that, we're not blocking the road. We're sort of, just make sure here, because I can see, yeah, that's the trouble. Yeah. If we do that there, that's about as good as we're going to get it. it's the field at the back. Oh yeah, no, we didn't do that. That's good. I was hoping that we didn't do a little bit here, really, which we wouldn't need. Yeah, we could give the farmer that back. We could plough it. If I own the land, I would. Obviously, I can't because it won't let me. But yeah, although obviously we've changed the this, it is actually, and there's I don't class that as two. We've still got a way in. I'm not sure if we've narrowed that a little, perhaps, but there's the other way in, really. So yeah, we'll give anybody permission to actually come through here if we were, and we could also chop the tree down. Yeah, we might have actually narrowed that a little, but we'll chop the tree down. It's as simple as that. In fact, you know something? We're going to do that right now. No excuses. It's done that thing. I'm going to do this and then we're going, because literally I'll still be able to see it, but yeah, it does this fuzzy thing, and it is always with this particular one, so... Very strange. It is always this one, but it doesn't always do it. That's the weird thing. Right, so there you go. Yeah, I apologise for the... we've obviously had a little bit too much to drink, so we've tidied that up. That's now perfect. We've got that. The one thing I'm going to do, it doesn't do anything to this one. I'm just going to stick the that on, the silage, which we need to call for. We're going to set the electric charge to selling, and that to selling, and that to to selling, and that to distributing. So that is now more. So we now need to tell the silage from this to now distribute. And we are completely done. So I'm going to leave it there because it does look like we're all drunk. So we've quite a lot. We're down to 220,713, but that is going to seriously give us a good boost. Even on hard economy, that is going to bring in quite a lot, as well as create quite a bit more digestate, which will create more fertilizer. Obviously, the first thing we need to do is we need to be buying some hay, some dry hay or dry grass from. Or do we have ask someone to drop off a fill point here? I don't think that's a bad idea. We could do the H2 Studios, buy ourselves a cheap. I know the ideal candidate for this. Maybe even have a little tractor that actually looks after this particular yard. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. I think that is what we're going to do. But this is for future sessions. All that remains to be said for now is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you stick with me on this. What I'm going to say is I'm doing quite a few of these little mini series where I'd like to know what you all think, whether we should do this as a full-blown Let's Play after the Hills of Tuscany, which is, yeah, we did quite a few sessions already. I've actually already done a few sessions on it that I haven't posted yet. When the Hills of Tuscany is finished, do we come to here, to La Coronella? It is an intriguing map. I must admit, I am a massive fan of erShaba's work. I did love the I always forget its name. The countryside one. Yeah, a fantastic map. It's so fantastic I can't remember the name. No, I really do love it actually. It's fantastic. So yeah, all that remains to be said, yeah, please let me know what you think. Do we go on to this next? Do we churn out the odd sort of session every now and again and then go into a proper full-blown Let's Play? Because it is an interesting map. So just let me know what you think. But for now I'm going to say goodbye for now.